Hot second, guys. How is everybody doing? Okay, I don't really like this one. I don't know where my other one is. It probably fell on the floor. Now I'm gonna find it. Okie dokies. All right. Hey, how are you? Oh, this thing. Why does it go to top chat? Why doesn't it just leave it at the live chat? Like, I just can't. I don't understand. All right. So I have a concoction today. It's apple cider-ish. Yes. And it looks like it can't make up its mind. It looks pretty, but also like it might want to try to rain today. I don't know. Anyways, hello, sexy souls. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo, where I am weird and we get woo woo. It's kind of in the name. I'm going to do a reading today. I kept hearing that daggone song, the money, 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 money. Hey, Terry. And I was like, okay. And of course, like anytime I put a title, like it's in fact, I'll probably make Money Matters a separate category from Coffee and Tarot, because Coffee and Tarot is like this exploration of self-growth and your path and that kind of stuff. But anywho, so we're going to talk about money matters. See, now the sun wants to come out. It can't make up its mind. Of course, it is fall here now, so that's probably why. Anywho, so we're going to pull some tarot cards and oracle cards and see what we can get. I don't know anything other than that. Just going to be honest with you. I don't know. Look at this. I spilled coffee. Like, I was like, seriously? Like, I was like, fine, whatever. So, anyways. Because I get up nice and early. Like, 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. Because I have children. Let's take a deep breath. All right. So I was working on the decks, making sure everything was all prepped and ready. I don't have, like I said, I don't have anything other than that, other than the whole money. Oh, well, I wasn't anticipating that. So we're just something being thrown your way. Divine Doors. It's my frou-frou deck, but here's the thing. It's always awesome when we start with this one, because it usually has like good connotations. Like, it's always like, ooh, something good to whatever. So let's just dive in and see what there is. Ooh. Change beckons. No shit. Okay, no shit. And a lot of people would like money issues to change. I got the card of inner power. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. Ooh, a stranger's grace. Ego fears the sudden danger. So you might be feeling the heat when it comes to money. You might be feeling like something is impending. But never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Like, what I want to say is like, your saving grace in regards to money is going to come from a strange place, meaning something not known to you. Like, I want to say, don't worry about money right now, even though I think you might be looking at a situation going, oh, this shit's not good. You may be late on bills. You may be barely making bills. You may be, I don't even know how I'm going to pay for X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? You may be like, oh, I've been out of a job or whatever. And situation just doesn't look good. So fear is being elicited, and like you may just constantly be in like, they're showing me boiling water. So it's like, like brewing in the feeling of fear. Like maybe that emotion just keeps bubbling up. But they're saying at this moment, you don't have anything to fear. And it's ego that is fearing the sudden danger. So that tells me it feels like there's something you're very much so concerned about in your immediate future, like something's impending, like impending doom kind of thing, right? So you feel like something's impending, but they're like, don't underestimate it says the kindness of a loving stranger, but like don't underestimate I want to say like something coming from a strange place, like an unknown source. And we have heart healing. And it literally says, emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. Like mourning as in grieving, like you may be like really worried and concerned. And they're like, you know what? Do not pay that a single dime. Like do not pay the impending doom. Do not indulge in that. Not another minute, okay? Because a new day is starting. All right, you can emerge from that darkness. It comes after the grace of a strange place. So it's like you're here worried, and they're like, get back in your power. You got nothing to worry about. You don't have to be concerned. There's nothing to fear. It's only ego that is telling you there's some sense of impending doom in regards to finances, but something a saving grace is going to come from a very strange place, and it'll allow you to emerge from that darkness of this impending doom and this like a cloud hovering over you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like it's time to heal this. Okay, so alrighty, we'll put that one up. They give me this sense of like a tension headache. Hey, Kelsey, they give me a sense of a tension headache being like this is literally consuming your energy. I want to say it's like I feel like it's a cap that just sits on you. So that's why they give me that cloud thing. Like, it wears you out. I wasn't worn out this morning. I'm feeling worn out now. Madame Endorse fortune telling. So you're about to get some level of like a saving grace is going to come in. Okay. There's some saving grace coming from an unknown or a strange source, right? Strange place. And they're saying you don't got to worry about it. Ego is the one that's overinflating a situation. Like ego is wanting to get hyped up on something. Once the saving grace comes in, you'll be able to emerge from that murky darkness, that tension, that cloud that's hovering over you. Like you don't like, I feel like, and the fact that they're using them like you're grieving, you're mourning something, like it's like you have subscribed to your fate, or that you have like you've subscribed to the fate that nothing can help with it, that ego is correct, it's just going to all blow up in your face. And so all you can do is feel weary and sad and worried and tense and like you lack the power. That was a very cleansing breath. Whatever this saving grace that comes in regards to your money matters, it literally gives you a new day. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Like, and the fact that they're saying you can embrace the healing heart is almost like, it's like overcoming a traumatic monetary event or sense of yeah, it feels money can get traumatic. Money can be the epicenter of trauma when our entire society revolves around it. And so the our level of basic needs being met is completely contingent upon that. But when you have competing um energetic influences on money throughout society, where it's like again, I just mentioned the other day the billionaires that are coming on and they're going, people need to be losing their jobs, people need to be going homeless, people need to be able to, so that they'll get back in line and be grateful for what they get, that the employers are in control, not them. What the fuck? Oh my god, you know what I'm saying? They want you feeling utter doom. They're saying the quiet part out loud. They want you to feel the doom. There's energies at play that want you to feel that. But I want to say that there's going to be something that comes through. And it'll take you out. Like, I feel like you just think it's never going to ever change. It's never going to get better. That's where you're grieving. It's almost like grieving the life you thought you'd get to live, grieving the loss of love and joy for life, all that kind of stuff. Like you're almost seeing worst case scenario and you're believing it's inevitable. There we go. You believe it's inevitable. So you have resigned to that. Hey, babe. Oh, I've not been on but like 12 minutes, so. Mm-hmm. So a close friend acts on your behalf. That's a third party that intervenes. There's something that happens, and a stranger's grace, right? See, the thing is, like, this is just grace coming from a very strange place in regards to your money matters. And a friend acting like this is like somebody that you can, this is a kind, helpful third party, like the third party that hooks you up with something, you know what I mean? And then we have love and fidelity, like trustworthiness is what I want to say. And then seek a union of mind and spirit. So this is exactly what they're saying. Like true love and fidelity is it's like seeing the good in situations, seeing the good in people, seeing the support that you have been lacking up to this point. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that life itself has your back. And it's this, I think this is the heart healing. This is the don't pay it a single dime, emerge from the darkness, a new day starts type of situation, where it's literally like just there's a recalibration, because ego right now is in such fear of some level of sudden danger. It believes it's going to happen. So somebody is feeling doom and gloom, no way out of a financial situation, and spirit saying, don't worry, there's going to be something coming in to help and assist. I always took it like, again, some third party, usually like a third entity or a third something, to help bridge a gap between two things. It can be the stranger's grace. A stranger, like it says, like there's a saving grace from some strange unknown source or place, right? So although I find it funny, it says a close friend acts on your behalf. I feel like this is like maybe something where it's telling you, hey, Anna, see, I've always interpreted this as just being like a third party, though. What is the point of the juxtaposition of those two things happening? Okay. Close friend or a strange place. Like, what is, like, maybe it's one of those things where this third party entity is a trustworthy source, much like a close friend would be. That they're a good advocate. It's reliable. Let's find out what they're talking about here. It's like the goodness of somebody's heart, or they're doing something that's full of intention. Like, it's their intention is to be that bridge, that gap, that help, that assistance to the world. Because we've got Ace of Cups with the true love and fidelity. Like, it's like this is like serious, and then they're like, don't underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Like, this is someone with this third party is somebody that has a good heart or a good purpose or is a good advocate. Like, I'm trying to figure out if this is like an institution or an actual person. I'm trying to fill into that energy, because we have bravery, which is standing your ground, knowing your worth, defending your choices. It's doing what is necessary to maintain positive developments and success, right? Because it's on the heels of the Six of Wands. But you notice that they're showing, they're like, isn't that a lot of smoke? And I'm like, okay. Even though this is Seven of Wands, they're like, something's putting out the fire. Something's coming in to put out the fire. And it's like, this is a, I want to say it's a guided message, a guided piece of information. Something's brought to you. Let's find out, because we got the Page of Swords with the Star card. Or like information finds its way to you. Like, maybe there's a third party that's just out of the sincere, because they're just a sincere, honest, good person. They're like, well, did you know? And they give you a piece of information. We got the Hermit. It's just out of the goodness of their, like, there's other people that would just, like, even if they knew the right answer, or even if they knew somebody that could help out, they'd be like, and they just move along, right? Like, this person would feel compelled. Okay, I want to start, because this feels very confusing to me. I got to be honest with you. And maybe, is it just me? Like, are you just confused that somebody would, like, how easily somebody's like, oh, well, blah, 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 like somebody acts on your behalf? Okay, let's talk about this. What is the close friend acts on your behalf? I'm going to separate these and go one by one. Victory. Remember I said the Seven of Wands was on the heels of the Six of Wands? There's your Six of Wands. On your behalf. Fucking Star comes out again. It's as if this third party, this sincere third party that loves to be an advocate or whatever, comes from a good place. It's almost like spirit can trust them to help connect you to something, because this victory is being like, it's the idea of this is being guided to you, or you're being guided to success. So this third party will guide you to something successful. Okay. They're going to direct you in the right direction. This could be a job. If you're worried about finances and suddenly and then we have success with the universe card. There's some kind of go-between that links you up to something that brings financial success to you. You have this doom and gloom outlook, like you just resigned yourself to things are just not going to work out. They're not going to go well. But Spirit's like, don't worry, I'm bringing somebody in to help connect you with the thing you need to bring this success in. It could be everything from, oh, I know somebody, they're hiring, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what? And so, just out of you could be at the grocery store, standing in the line, waiting to check out, and you strike up a conversation because somebody's like, oh my God, did you see that? Outside, and like, I wonder what they're doing. In the South, in the United States, we do that. We just be chit-chatting with each other. And I don't know, something of like some way, waiting for the slowest checkout lady to hurry up. You freaking, oh, you know what? I know somebody, give me your number. I'll, because it's just in their nature. They're just a good person. They're just, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that connection leads you to success. Leads you to what I would consider opportunity, the world card. To expansion is what they just said. So if you do something, it's almost as if, and you feel like you have no opportunities or options presently right now, you get connected. Somebody connects you, guides you in the right direction. Oh, you should talk to so-and-so. Oh, you should you should apply for blah, 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 blah. And you're like, huh? And the whole idea is to get you in a better place, in a better position. Because this doom and gloom shit's got you where it's like you're in fight or flight a little too much. The ego fears a sudden danger. It's an oppressive energy is what it is. That they want you to get out from, emerge from the darkness. So that's where the seek union of mind and soul comes from. Yeah, this is a new option, a new opportunity. Ace of Wands. That will give back to you is what it feels like. So like I want to say. We have 3 6s, guys. This puts you back in a better position. You feel your outlook will turn so much better. You'll come out of this darkness. You'll let light embrace the healing heart. Like you're in such a fear mode when it comes to money. And I'm just going to say, I know there's a lot of people that it's like, well, you just, like things will turn around for you if you just get out of that mindset. Might I remind you about the world's economy? There's no amount of love and light that will remove the trying to think of a good word without going cussing. The fuck fest. It's all I can think of. That is our capitalistic societies. It's just not. It's not, and it's happening all across the world. Like the idea that I can just be like, and then everything comes to me despite the numerous amounts of external energies fighting against that. Like we talk all the time. It doesn't matter what your internal world is. If you are in an environment where everything external to you counteracts or is like the opposite energetic frequency of what it is that you want and desire, what you're trying to be, then you will spend and expend all your fucking energy just trying to maintain your own goddamn energy. It is Isaac Newton. Is it Isaac Newton? Or is it Isaac Newton? Why do I feel like I'm saying the wrong one? Anyways, it's wasn't it Newton that used the Hermetic principles with the idea that like, you know, mass and pull, like the apple falling from the tree. Good God, I go stupid in the middle of channeling. And like like the gravitational pull, and how if there's a force greater than yours, it automatically pulls you towards it. It can impact and change your energy, and you're just, I don't get it. I'm stronger than all of. Okay. You can just will your way out of being homeless. Okay. Some people try to oversimplify the Hermetic principles because the ego likes simplicity. I'm just going to say the human nature likes simplicity. And I see too many times spirituality, trying to egoically simplify our existence, which is really what got us into the place where we're at, where we, our attempt to box and create matrixy situation was to simplify what is seemingly chaotic. Because the existence of energy is just that. It's without form, it's without frame, it's without structure. And to exist in that feels very scary to the human nature. And so sometimes people just try to make everything clean, and it's like that's not okay. You're creating your own box, but that's fine. Now I understand the idea that, it can be as simple or as hard as you want it to be, meaning it can be simple so long as you don't fight against it, as long your level of acceptance of something and going with the flow and learning it and your fluidity within that, and how to manipulate things, like that can make it easy. But this idea that like people tend to revert to this to make shit, and it's like, it's not. We need to be comfortable with the gray areas, guys, because that's where the living is. So I'm not gonna do the whole, well, if you just got your energy right and fine, you become a match to it. Well, a force greater than yourself, because mind you, I'm gonna give you a little story. The cross for Christianity is a very powerful tool and resource that wields a lot of energy behind it, because there are innumerous amounts of individuals and energies and entities throughout multiple lifetimes that have put a belief and energy and intention behind it, that's why wielding it can be powerful against, it's the inner, like the large mass of individuals putting energy behind that with their beliefs. So every time you use or wield it, it isn't just you. This is why we talk about our ancestors. When our ancestors have our back, it isn't just me. It is, think of the millions of energies that lived in existence that led up to me being here, that kind of thing. And so it requires that it amplifies and magnifies the energy of an intention or a purpose, or that kind of thing. And so it's one of those things where it's like, when it comes to money, I'm not gonna like, can your energy and your thought form and your paradigm impact things? Absolutely. But does it automatically take care of shit? Like, no. Because sometimes we're doing whatever we fucking can just to keep our head above water in order to maintain some sense of balance within ourselves because of the energies that constantly counteract that external to us. Okay? Just walking through this world can do that. So, that being said, the point being is there's a lot of times, and we hear this in business a lot, that it isn't so much your skill set, your talent, your whatever, it's your connections. And we've been talking over the last 3 months about there's this massive need. Spirit is pushing us out of hermit mode, hence why hermit came out earlier, to make connections, to look up, to interact with people around us, to get out so that that moment can happen. So meeting that one person that can then trigger the domino effect to what they're talking about. So it feels to me that they're saying you just need that connection. You just need that bridge, something to bridge the gap between you and the opportunity for the success. So we have this person or organization. We've got victory, success, and happiness. And it's like being guided to this opportunity. And it's a new potential. Okay. And the fact that they're saying at this moment in life, you have nothing to fear, is saying that the ego fears sudden danger. The worst case scenario is not actually going to transpire. That the ego is catastrophizing right now. They're bringing me to the idea and notion of, like, I don't know how this works in other countries, but in the United States, we have this thing called a credit score. And like someone being so fearful, being behind on payments and this, that, and the other, because of their credit score, when in actuality, we see companies and businessmen constantly filing for bankruptcy and then still being able to be millionaires afterwards. It's like, we don't really know. Like, when I say we don't really know, it's that sometimes we believe the horror stories that have been told to us, not realizing that it's not really going to do anything to you. And that recovery from that is a lot easier and simpler, like than what people would lead one to believe it is. And so they're like, I don't, like, you feel like this is going to happen and it's not. Yeah. Worst case scenario, 9 of swords. But this new opportunity, this new potential, because that's the page of wands, this new offer. They're harping on the new. So maybe this is something that's not well known. Maybe it's a new company, a new position being created, a new community program that helps and assists. Like, maybe it's something that's not because the Ace of Wands, like, it has the little buds, but it's not really well rooted yet. It's not this big ass tree that's like firmly, you know what I mean? Maybe it's like a new company, a new project, a new. So you're all worried. And the page obviously brings in the Ace of Wands. It's like potential for growth. And then the Ace of Cups, again, 2 Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, it's like, I don't know why they're giving me this analogy. Like something just needs to be watered. Like this Ace of Wands, you know, like when you propagate something and you put it in the ground, it's got little buds coming off of it right here, but it's not really anything just yet. And so you water it. Maybe whatever this person hooks you up with gives you the funds or the opportunity to water something that's brand new, because this doesn't feel very well established. Like I'm just starting out on something. There is the cup is being guided. It's coming out of the sky. It's almost like, how is this? Like something that nourishes. You're worried about some new, I don't know. Are you trying to get something off the ground? Are you trying to do something different, something new? And it's like not really, it's a passion, but it hasn't really been given the full opportunity. And then there's something about, all it needs is a little love. All it needs is a little tension. Of course, we have love and fidelity. We have like somebody to believe in it, somebody to help with it. Because over here, because I'm taking it as the Ace of Cups is the overall energy with this particular deck. And it's the sense of like somebody believing in it, somebody, what is this? Because we have the Five of Cups where it's like, more going wrong than goes right, right? 3 of Cups are spilled, 2 cups right here. And it's like, all I can see is like, it's like 2 steps forward, 4 steps back type of situation. It's like, okay, this isn't enough to sustain something. This isn't enough for it to be successful. And I don't have a lot of hope for it. 5 of Cups. Then we have the Queen of Wands, like, Queen of Wands negatively aspected next to the 5 of Cups would be trying to force something, or a level of angeredness where you give up on something, which is kind of what we saw, where it was like you're almost resigning to it's not going to something's just not going to work out financially. So, you know, because for every one good thing that happens, doubly bad happens. It's like it just doesn't, and all you need is this. I don't know why they're saying like this unending source. What is this Ace of Cups? Like, what are you trying to say with that? Like, you haven't had enough to grow something. Maybe the lack of funds, this situation, the money, keeps you in a perpetual state of not being able to give the time, energy, and attention to something. Like I can't even focus on the 2 cups here because I got these 3 fucking cups that are whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, the rage that negatively aspected the Queen of Wands would be lacking confidence, lacking self-esteem. Which is what I've been sensing. But there's obviously a potential for this thing to really be successful. And it hinges on somebody, allowing somebody to kind of help out. It's like whatever it is that you want to be successful or whatever you'd like to do that you feel like you can't because money is an issue, it's like it just needs a little love and tenderness. It needs a little nurturing. And if you could get out of this energy, you'd be able to, if I didn't have to constantly worry about money, I could put my time and energy. Like, I feel like you're being expended. Your ego is expending its, and it's like to the verge of you might give up on something. You're so sad at whatever this project is or this endeavor is that hasn't come about. Like, you got little twiggly branches coming out. That's about it. Doesn't seem to be able to move beyond the page stage. That's the reason why you feel so like, it's like a catch-22. I'm getting the sense that, well, if this could pop off, I wouldn't have to be worried about money. But because I'm worried about money, I can't put the time, energy, and investment into this so that it can pop off. So what is this opportunity? Star card again. So the star card is also the idea of following your inner compass, following your North Star, right? That's where the guidance is coming from. It's the inner divine speaking to you, the calling that you have towards something. And it is bringing something etherical into the tangible, right? Bringing it to reality, trying to make something happen. Again, and she's pouring the water. Like, it literally just needs, it needs that. Something needs a little love in order to be able to be successful. So how does that, what is this person bridging you towards? It's like you're being guided to go a particular route that needs help. You need help with. You need help getting it off the ground. So whatever you have done up to this point are seeds well planted. Again, Seven of Pentacles. All it needs is a little bit of water. It needs something to give it life, to get it off the ground, to let it break through so it can start to grow. And whatever this person brings in, because remember, we've got the World card here, is guiding you to that growth. They're able to assist you to that growth. It's like somebody acting on your behalf that then triggers sudden growth and gives you the opportunity or the ability to pour more into it. Like, there will be victory. This will break ground. Your efforts were not for naught. Like, why do I always say it like that? Your efforts were not in vain. Okay. So somebody is going to like win though. I think it's really easy to be like, oh, your worst case scenario is not going to happen. It makes somebody feel like, how do you know? Because if I don't know, like if I feel like there's impending doom, like I see something that's going to go wrong or awry right now in front of me, and I don't know how to fix that, like, are you just, like, there's this distrust to just think that something's going to come in from outside from the sky. Like I need to do something. Like, what is it that I need to do? What if this passes me by? What if this is something that I don't, you know what I mean? When is this person coming in? Because I've got something right in front of me right fucking now. There's a sudden danger. So how are you going to take care of that? Because the notion of acting like something gets to expand or grow, that sounds like a slower process. Seven of Pentacles can also be the one of unnecessary worry. Like, I don't see anything, I don't see anything, I don't see anything, I don't see anything. And they're like, there's the answer. I don't see anything, I don't see anything, I don't see anything. Sudden danger. Ego fears is sudden danger. But we have the best card in the tarot deck right next to it, which is victory and success, which is what they're saying over here. It gives that in the nick of time, something comes through. But to the effect or to the tune of where you actually get to come out from underneath this darkness. Because we always think that, like, if something comes in at the last minute, it just saves me from this thing. It doesn't bring me permanent, lasting relief. Okay, please share with us a little bit on that. Like, and then we'll wrap it up, because as a thought, I might pull some Lenormand, actually. Like, in the nick of time. So don't worry. I just want to be like, is the dun 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 waiting of things so fucking necessary? I'm just wondering. Yeah, it's like, why is it like so blurry over here? My camera acting a donkey? So I assume that the King of Cups is this third party that has the cup to bring it in. And then we have the Ace of Wands again. It's like whatever opportunity is coming in, or the thing that's going to bridge you to something, is meant to be put towards your passion, towards this thing that you haven't been able to nurture, so that it can grow and expand. Like, there's this idea of it'll catch you up, and then it's enough for you to invest in what you've been doing to try and really allow it to pop off and break ground. Does that make sense? So that from this point on, it is more than just constant putting out fires. Where did it? Oh, I put that one back up. It's more than just putting out the fire. It is yeah, it's like whatever this is, gosh, it's like new growth. It gives off the air of prosperity, or something taking off, right? Ace of Wands. And then it's like the end of this fucking ego shit that was just like the tension, the oh my God, the living under the cloud. Because it ushers in abundance. You shitting me. You shitting me. Abundance. Three of Cups. Freedom and independence. Nine of Pentacles. Financial stability. And I think this is bringing things back into balance. The Strength card, where that egoic monster that creates this what feels like a cap of tension, that gets balanced out. That gets under control. So whatever happens, just know that it's going to bring you into a sense of stability enough, okay, to where it's more lasting. It's not just a let me take care of this here and now. It could be a level of you've been trying to get something off the ground, you've been trying to break into something, or been trying to start something, and this person's like, hey, what about this? And it just bridges you and connects you to something that's going to be very prosperous. It still has the very new energy to it. So this could be either something that you've tried to start, and so it finally kicks off. So it's still in its like younger phase of blooming. Um, uh, but it has growth potential, or it's completely something new that just has lead you to victory, success, and happiness. It is this, they're going to guide you to this potential, this opportunity. Okay. And like I said, this opportunity is going to nurture something so that it's like it replenishes you. It replenishes your situation, gives you the opportunity to focus on growth and expansion versus putting out fucking fires every time you turn around with your. So it's going to be enough to do that. Like it's going to, whatever this is, it's going to be enough to let you switch gears from panic mode and survival to actually channeling your energy into something so that you can continue to grow and not be back in this space. Like you get to get out from underneath that cloud. I'm not here to try and make it sound like, ooh, you're just going to win the lottery. It's like, no, but it does stop. It stops the fear of sudden danger. It stops the fight or flight. It seems to impact your central nervous system. And that's why this level of tension, this like cap of oppression feels like it's on your mind, because you're constantly in that energy. And it's just a friendly reminder that you don't have anything to fear. That that saving grace is going to come in from a very strange place. And it's almost as if it gets you out from underneath whatever it is. It's like in the nick of time. So, all right. I hope that finds whoever it was meant for. Yeah. Alrighty. Hope everybody has a fantastic and wonderful day. And I'll try to be back on again later this week.